Good afternoon, lovely people. I'm Henk from the Netherlands. I'm running my YouTube channel. It's not big, it's very small. I'm running it for 6 months now, and it's about spirituality. And I get a lot of feedback from people if I can do or if I can make English subtitles. So I did it for one episode, but yeah, I call it episode. But on the other hand, I think maybe I should record in English, just an extra, because my main language is Dutch, and maybe I should try it in English now. So that's what I'm doing. So for me, as an introduction to myself, I'm just a regular person, having a normal life, a job, a family, wife, children, and so on. And of course, life brings problems. And a few years ago, 2 years ago, I started running into problems, big problems. And yeah, what they say in spirituality is, you're broken down. I have a very sad time, very painful time, and yeah, it's also called the dark night of the soul. And yeah, that's the place that I came from now. So I went very deep. No, I didn't want to live, anymore, even though I have children and whatnot. So yeah, it's hard to imagine, maybe for a lot of people, that you can go that low, go to the edge of your soul, I always say, and and cry it out. I always say that you cry out your soul. So my channel is the aftermath. When you get out of that, of course everybody can get out of that period, and then it's what they say, you're in some kind of spiritual awakening. And of course, before that, I already was very aware of the world that we live in, with a lot of everything is so many things are fake. And even I don't watch TV anymore, because there is too much bad things happening everywhere, and it's too negative to watch it all the time, because I think our mind is not big enough to carry the burdens of the world. It's only whatever happens in your close community that's most important, because having inside stress about the things that you don't have control over is a waste of time. So that's how I started my spiritual journey, and I came in contact with a coach. It's a twin flame coach, because there's some twin flame related story that did break me down a lot. It was devastating, and you should. It's Coach Johnson from New World All Star, and only people who follow him will understand what I mean by that, because he is not the person to be talking about twin flame like 99% of the social media. It's about twin flame is also about quantum physics, and he really is good at proving also with quantum physics how it works. Let that be said. But that's not the purpose of my video.
600 meter rechts afslaan naar de N309.
I'm sorry I didn't shave for this, because I was supposed to have a video call, but the person is a little bit occupied. So it's kind of spontaneous, because if I don't have a plan for a video, then something will
Nu
happen.
rechts afslaan.
Yeah, the car keeps on talking. Maybe I pause it, because part of the way I do know how to drive. So that's it's very spontaneous recording. Maybe I zoom out, because I really didn't shave, because I have a lot of work to do today. Physical work, manly work, you know. What I on my channel, yeah, it's not like preaching, you know. What I'm telling on my channel of sharing, or it's not even advice, but the main theme in my talkings is always being. And there's many coaches out there on the internet, and it's very hard to find the genuine coaching. And I'm not a coach, by the way, so that's not why I'm saying it. I'm just sharing. And yeah, for me, Kurt Johnson from New World All Star is my favorite. He's now also, but he's a paid, you know, you have to pay a membership or whatever. He also do the manifesting. So if he says it, I'm more likely to believe it. And there's like a lot of other coaches online. And what I always say in my YouTube channel is, if you have to do something for it, for your spiritual awakening or for your being,
Over 500 meter
then I
rotonde
don't trust
bij de
it.
eerste afslag verlaten en 309 verder volgen.
Yeah, okay, I stop it for a while. So, stopped. So if you have to do something, like the church, they're going to tell you have to do this, you have to do that. It's even on the website of the Catholic Church. You have to attend Mass, otherwise it's a mortal sin. So that should be a red flag, you know, if you have to do something. And even following coaches that you have to chant. You have to chant every night. You have to pray. You have to meditate in a certain way. You have to sit. You have to be on the bed in a lotus position. So there again, you have to do something for it, just to be. And also you have to embrace some external entity, like God or external person. Even in politics, people look for salvation in their political leaders, because if that person is in power, then everything will be okay. But mostly it's not. And that's the way society works. We always have like looking for something to help us, somebody to help us, for a role model. And because of that, we forget that we are our own role model. You don't have to pray to an entity because it's grown like that, but it's not. And for me, I realized this maybe 1 year ago. It's very simple. We are one soul. We are a soul, and we are never born, and we will never die. That's the soul. And once you realize that, everything falls away. Every fake belief that you had, it will go away. Because how beautiful is that? That the physical life that we have here, that will end. And people also fear it a lot, but there's nothing to fear, because you have eternal life. And it's not like in some religions you have to embrace a person or an entity in order to earn that eternal life. No, it's limiting. It's a limiting belief, because it's always pressuring you to think of yourself as somebody that's not doing a good thing, and it undermines your own power to have a good life. And I have lived it too, like that. From religion that always think that an entity is watching with you, seeing everything you do and judging you if you do something wrong. And what kind of way is that to raise like children, you know, to always have them worry about somebody looking at you all the time, even when you go in the toilet or in the shower or whatever. That's kind of just, it's not right, you know. It's not right. I don't believe in that. It's very nice weather, by the way. I always say the sun is shining on the inside and it's also shining. What I normally do is my vlogs is always I'm not in the picture all the time. I just like to for you to have a sightseeing in the Netherlands. So in the beginning I talk face to face, and in the end part of the video I will talk face to face. This English version is not a replacement for the Dutch version, but it will be extra, maybe once a month. See how it runs, if people will enjoy it, because yeah, I'm just another person from the Netherlands, so who cares, you know. But it's okay. I keep on spreading the message that you don't have to do anything for it. And spirituality has no rules. There is no laws, there are no rules that you have to do this, you have to do that. Even the meditation, it's not a must. You can if you want. But then people think that sitting in the room, having a position or special pillows or special scent or crystals or attributes, you know, that's required, or have a candle, it's all rubbish. It's all BS, you know. Whatever works for you, you can do, but it's not mandatory. If you like soft music with it, do it. And that's also a point, that even if you just aware, and that's what happens if you have been broken down inside by some pain or some event that shook your life, that stirred your life, you will know that going inside yourself is the only way, and you don't have to do that. It will go automatically. It's the only way to live. How we are meant to be, to live. Because automatically you will be a very kind person. You see the soul in other people, so you can imagine other people. You can see their struggles. You can see their path, and it's not up to you to change their path, but you can support people on their path. Like if they're having problems, you can still give advice, and sometimes they bite back, of course, but that's okay, because you know on the inside that it's okay. You're not easy hurt by it, because you understand. It all comes from love and understanding, and that's really what I'm trying to say. It's even when I hit small things, you know, like when I end up in a traffic jam, you get a lot of stress mostly. But you realize why I have this stress. You notice the feeling. It will not help, you know, if you have a stress. It will not help you at all. It will not solve the traffic jam. It will not do anything. It only will upset you on the inside. And what is most important is feeling peaceful on the inside. And that's not something that you can do. It is something that you can be, that you are. And that is what I wanted to say on my channel all the time. And I don't have a lot of topics anymore, because I'm stuck with it. And also for me, that's the way I should live. And that's what I practice. And it goes organically. It's the nature of people. And then I also, what kind of coaches do I check out on YouTube? For number one is of course Rupert Spira. That's my favorite. He has a lot of talks about being, the meaning of being, and reality. Is reality real? That kind of topics. He's very good speaker. He can. I'm really big fan of him. Of course, second place is Eckhart Tolle. I'm very fan of him, but sometimes I'm a bit annoyed by his voice if I watch the YouTube videos, but that's a personal. And then but his message is very powerful. I also did read his books, The Power of Now. I can advise everybody to read it like that, because it's very funny. It's very funny. I was distracted, guys. It is very you can learn a lot from it. It's very it's an eye-opener book. And he has written more books. I have maybe 2 or 3 books of Eckhart Tolle. Then of course you have the older ones, Ram Dass, Alan Watts. It's a good source, a very good source for being. Krishnamurti from India, he already died also. Very, very good speaker. I love the way he speaks. He also says you have to live like nothing can hurt you. And that's true. Nothing can hurt you. I like it a lot. And that's about what I try to do on my channel. I also have some part of my recordings about is a topic about the Gospel of Thomas. That's a book. It came from scrolls found in I think it's I don't know the name. It's in Iraq, in a cave or whatever. They found the scrolls, and it was written by Thomas, and Thomas was one of the disciples of Jesus, and he did write down everything Jesus said. I don't believe it's everything, but a lot more than what's written in the Bible. And the Bible rejects it because they're going to say it's non-canonical. But I did read it, and I process every now and then a verse from it. It makes a lot of sense now, because Jesus always talks about I am the way. And it's like they left out one word. I am is the way. The is left out. I am the Alpha and the Omega. I am is the Alpha and the Omega. Like that, you know. But we cannot know what is truth. As also for the Bible concerns. Oh, my camera is really having a hard time to focus because of the sun. So for me, the most important, if you're religious or not, is to people that give away their power. You have to embrace an entity, a person, an outcome of some situation, to be happy, to be, even to have eternal life. And we also laugh about the old days, that in the Bible days, that you can buy, your place in heaven, if you pay, you can reserve a spot, and people laugh about it. But still, they don't see it, that if you have to embrace something, that it's the same way. You kind of have to do something to buy your space in heaven. But everybody goes to heaven, because the afterlife is where we came from, the soul. Yes, and that's what I try to live like, Don't want to hurt people always, and of course you can be angry at times, but be nice. And you don't have to do that, of course, because there's no rules. Spirituality has no rules. And if you watch a YouTube video and and the coach is telling that you have to do this or that, especially subscribe, you have to subscribe to me, because otherwise you will not find salvation or whatever, or you are not a spiritual being. Yeah, even they using like some kind of drugs, psychedelics of aswa. I don't even know the name. Yeah, that's a lot of fake coaching. So what I did is I stopped. I focus only on the real speakers like Rupert Spira. And you also have the Joe Dispenza. And there's another one about the mind-heart coherence, something like that. It's very interesting that your heart has a neural network as well, just like your brain. So that's why you can feel with your heart or think at that point. You can place your thoughts there. I tried it. You can. Like you're thinking there in your heart space. Oh, and the most important, she's my number one coach. Oh my gosh. Why I didn't mention her first. Sorry. It's Anna Brown. Anna Brown, she helped me a lot. When I was down, she pulled me out. Yeah, she did. Even now, if I would have stress and you run the tape with her voice, I'm instantly Zen state. Instantly. That person is a miracle on the planet. My gosh, Anna Brown. And a lot of people don't like what she says. Oh, no. Be very, especially if you came from a religion or are in a religion, because I also came from religion, and for me it's all okay. What people want. 20 minutes and 22 seconds into the recording. Having some angel numbers as well. Numbers. Yes. Yeah. Life is great, guys. I have been living now for a few months, maybe half a year, that all the obstacles that come on my path I see as lessons, and it's really like that, once you walk the life like that, everything unfolds. There's so many positive things happening new that I never could have dreamt of. It's amazing. I lost my job. I get into a new job, even better, because I was not worried. I lost my income, and I keep on sharing my savings, with people who need it. I keep on sharing. I keep on, even people, misused it, It's like that. But still, it's okay. They needed it probably. Took advantage, that's the word I'm looking for. But still, I didn't care. I'm not going inside. It's peaceful. I'm having a good time, and I'm not going to worry about the money. I'm not going to worry about the new job. It just came to me, And it's even better. Oh my gosh, it's even better. In my old job, since Corona, I do a lot of working from home, but later days I only go to the office on Tuesday, and then the rest stay at home. But after Corona, they started to question that for me, because Henk, we need you in the office more, and became more. And I didn't like, because I already I'm a disciplined worker, I can work from home and do my things that I need to do, is no problem. I'm even more productive when I work from home. And then this new job keeps on popping up in my face 2 times. and it was already the job was already, the position was already filled. So I wanted to apply to it, and then it said it's already filled. You know, the job position already filled. You cannot apply anymore. And then I also inside go, oh, why? And then I go, okay, it's not meant for me, so no problem. Then 2 days later in the evening, it popped up on LinkedIn, the same ad. And oh, it's really for me. Maybe it has my name all over it because it's 80% homework and only in the office on Tuesdays, just like I had before. My gosh! And I applied. Had the job interview, and they were also very enthusiastic about me. So I have the job. I'm starting in June. So you see, just by having a mindset that you don't get disappointed, don't go for an outcome, don't attach to an outcome. And I haven't met many things now. I have experienced with a lot of things how it goes, and even have other things in the pipeline that is not, it seems like impossible to achieve, but I'm not going to worry about it. It will unfold as life will unfold. And that's kind of my story. And there are many more people. So important for me, what I want to share with you is there are no rules. You can be. When you are aware that you are a soul, and your mind is in the second place because you have like observing your thoughts, you can observe your state of being, and if you feel pain, like stress or frustration, you can notice it and ask yourself, oh, I feel like this, why is that? And then you can transmute it to something happy feeling instead of having it all day or all afternoon. Because meditation is being. You cannot do it while driving. I can do it now. I hold my steering wheel in the car, and I switch back, by the way. I hold my steering wheel, and my hand senses it all the time. Because it's about smelling, tasting, hearing, sounds, being aware. So your mind is not constantly thinking about things, you know, about problems or what to do tomorrow. We'll see about that later. Tomorrow is tomorrow. Today is now. Now is now. And that's the message from Eckhart Tolle, of course. Very happy that I did read his book, because it's an eye-opener to live. Yes. My video always like 30 minutes, otherwise it's too long for me. Because I keep on repeating myself, you know. I'm 54, I'm still not too old, but I like to repeat because that's what they did in school, you know. Keep on repeating whatever you need to know, because it will stick. And even speaking like this, it's also a reminder for myself that I have to remind me that I at times I just be during the day, during driving, during the shower, feeling the water on your skin, the cold or the hot water. Then you're being, and you notice if you do that, and maybe I will make an English episode about that, about being, and then it will be a-okay, you know. Yeah, for now it's enough. I'm curious if people like it, because yeah, who's waiting for this Dutch guy, you know? But we'll see. I love everybody, so it doesn't matter where you're from. I love all people, all culture, doesn't matter. We're all souls, you know, we're all family. So I love you. I hope you have a nice day, and hopefully next month I have a new one. Okay, take care, sweet people. Bye bye.